Hello, everyone. Oh, let's see. This is supposed to be doing something. Why is it not doing anything? I can fix that. That did it? Yeah, that did it. Gotta get a little bit of music for the games. All right, so channel update time for February. Sorry, July 14th, 2024. Planet Crafter is done. 2 episodes is what it took. Episode 47 will be Tuesday, and it will be about an hour long. It's 59 minutes 25 seconds, and then episode 48, which is on Wednesday, is 32 minutes and 58 seconds long. If you just interested in the ending, episode 48 is the ending for you. It's just we needed a little bit more time, about 52 minutes more time to get to be able to do the endings. So if you're just interested in the ending only, episode 48 is for you. That'll be Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. normal time. But I need to fill out the time. I have all of the 7 Days to Die stuff uploaded. The last video will be on the 18th of July. But I need something to fill the time gap. We have like, what is it, 3 days that I have to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Sorry. 5 days that I have to fill because we no longer have Planet Crafter. We're done. So what I've done is a game that I will be intermittently uploading. It's not going to be a series. It's just going to be something I upload either when I want to or when I need a filler, basically. The game is called Yet Another Zombie Survivors, and they're usually around 40 minutes or so length. I have 6 of them uploaded because I gave y'all an extra episode of that on the day of the last day of Planet Crafter because of it being the final episode and being only like about 32 minutes, 33 minutes. So I didn't want y'all to, be shortchanged or anything. I usually have like an hour-long videos. So I gave y'all an extra 42 minutes of Yet Another Zombie Survivors Part 1. If you don't know that game, it's basically just like Vampire Survivors, those types of games, but it's more of instead of a side scroller type version of the game, it's more of an ARPG camera view. But they do the same things that it's a roguelike survival, killing zombies because it's Yet Another Zombie Survivors. Various classes that you can play as, various skills that you have, various upgrades you can do, and things like that. And also what you see is not going to be the final product. It's still in early access. They are one of their next big major updates is changing the characters around, giving them either new skills or changing their skills, changing progression of your upgrades and things like that. You know how in Vampire Survivors you have the upgrade to give you more experience, more health to start out with, and stuff like that. This game has the same stuff, but they're going to be changing some of that. So yeah, early on in the early on part of this series, I guess we could say it is. I die quickly. I don't last long. Maybe 6-7 minutes is a run. A full run of this game is 20 minutes. That's the timer length. There's no extension or anything like in Vampire Survivors where you got to, if you can, if you don't know Vampire Survivors, when you get to the end, death comes and kills you basically. And eventually you get powerful enough to face and kill death. And it's a special thing. There's nothing like that in this game, at least so far. I don't know if they'll ever add something like that. But in this one, it's just when the timer's up, That's it. Runs over, you succeeded. Or you can just die, like I do a lot early on. But eventually we get to the part where we do full complete runs. So at most there will ever be like 2 runs at the later point of the series. But early on, there's probably like 4 or 5 runs at most. It could be 6 or 7 sometimes, depending on how quick they go through. Um, and things like that. So y'all check that out. I hope y'all enjoy it. Like I said, this is just something I will put up when I feel like it, and it will be just something released whenever, or if I need some type of filler like I do now. But okay, so you're wondering what's going to be the next series. It's going to be Project Zomboid. It's going to be 7 Days to Die. I'm pretty much going to be doing 7 Days to Die. Uh, I just feel like playing it more right now. That could change really quickly, but for right now, I feel like playing 7 Days to Die more. The 1.0 released. I'm is still going to be pushed back. Is not going to be stable. Is so far nobody at the Fun Pips has said anything. Stable is still supposed to release on July 25th, along with console release. Is what the plan is so far. Nobody's said anything yet about that changing. Got a little bit over 10 days left until we find out for sure if that's going to happen or not. I'm pretty sure they'll tell us sometime next week if that's going to still happen or if they've changed. If they say nothing, I guess it's still on for July 25th. But if the stable is released on July 25th, I'm still going to be waiting probably a week after that before I do anything, because I definitely going to be playing with mods. I am not playing 7 Days to Die without mods. I I just it's just I just like playing with the mods more personally. So July 25th is when stable is supposed to release as of this time on July 14th. That's the thing. So that will be not this coming Thursday, but the Thursday after that. So there is going to be a while longer before we do stable, because even when that comes out, I'm still going to be waiting at least another week before I do anything. So this coming week is the last 2 episodes of Planet Crafter, and then we have the yet another Zombie Survivors. The until the on the 18th will be the last day. This Thursday will be the last day of the 1.0 experimental miniseries I did, day 10 with Horde. So there's that. And I have the rest of the week filled out until the 22nd on Monday with yet another Zombie Survivors. Then we're back into Ark Survival Ascended through the 23rd through the 29th will be Ark Survival Ascended. And then after that should be maybe I'll be doing 1.0 stable of 7 Days to Die on the 30th. I'm not sure yet. It just depends on how the mods are. There in between the 25th and the 30th is 4 days of 4 days of people to update their mods. I don't know if that'll be enough time. I might push it back again until like the 13th would be the next time it would come around. It's a while, but I do want to make sure there is enough time for all the mods to update like I want to. Some of them will be fine. They've already updated a lot of the mods. One mod that I'm really, really wondering if it's going to be updated in time is Izio, I think is how you pronounce their names, Izio's gun packs. In case you don't know, Izio is a modder for 7 Days to Die. Excuse me. And he does his big thing is a weapon pack. And it's like a 3 or 4 part deal. Each weapon has its own pack, basically. Well, each caliber has its own pack. And he also changed like the assault rifles and stuff to 5.56 instead of 7.62. So like the AK-47, I think is 5.56. And he also adds his own version of guns as well. So there's even more different types of weapons. They all fire the same calibers, but there are other types of other weapon types as well. So there's a 9mm pack. There's a shotgun pack. There's a machine gun pack, which is 5.56, and then there's the rifle pack, which is at 7.62. And I'm not sure, but I think I don't know if he does anything with 44s. If he does, it'll probably be in the handgun pack. I think it's called the handgun pack. I don't think it's called the 9mm pack. I think it's just called the handgun pack. But the big thing with his pack is also he fixes the iron sights of the normal weapons as well, so you can continue using those. His pack is more about using no crosshairs and using just the iron sights of the weapons. I think he actually turns off in his mod packs the crosshairs completely, where you can't use them, and you use the iron sights of the weapons, and he fixes it and all that stuff. I think he also has it where it works with a scope mod that makes it where you don't actually have a black screen when you use a scope. You actually can see around you while you're scoping as well. So, yes, it'll be a. That's the big one I'm waiting on. That's the big one I'm waiting on to see if that'll be updated or not. I don't know. Another thing I'm waiting on is Aurora Giggle Fairy has still not completed their complete update for 1.0 yet. I'm hoping they'll have that done by the time Stable is released. The main UI mod and things like that and some of the other stuff has been fixed, but not everything. One of the things I'm waiting on there is a fix for the trader menu UI. There was back in Alpha 20 and 21, there was a trader quest deal called Adventure Quest, which basically just made the traders have a lot more quests available. They expanded the range of the trader quest and everything. It doesn't add, I don't think it adds like brand new quests or anything. I think it just expands the range that the trader can offer quests from. And things like that. And that has changed. It's no longer a venture quest. The mod author for that has made a completely new redesigned mod called Augmented Quest. Basically does the exact same thing. But if you're using any type of UI mod and not the stock UI, you have to kind of wait for something to fix that. If it modifies the trader quest UI, which Aurora Giggle Fairy does. Their HUD is all encompassing. They change pretty much everything. So it's going to be a little bit, because that's not a priority for them. Their priority is getting their other mods working, and I understand. But that's one of the ones for Aurora Giggle Fairy that I'm waiting on to be fixed. I've already started a spreadsheet document that I'll be linking into the first like episode 0. Day 0 of the 7 Days to Die series. It's all the ones that have been updated so far that I have tried out to make sure they keep working. Like Aurora Giggle Fairies, OCB Maurice, Craft Containers, Quick Stack. Quick Stack is actually bugged right now. It still works, but it throws an error when you launch the game with the newest experimental update 3.16 is when it happened, but now it's 3.17. It still happens. So we're waiting to see if when Westwood will be updating Quick Stack, because there is the mod works and everything. It's just when you first start up the game, the console opens up and it throws a couple of errors at you, but it's still supposed to work. Augmented Quest is what I was talking about by JNS Official, is what I'm looking to get updated. There's a couple there. If Izio doesn't update his mods for a while longer, because like Kane, he's updating his modlets, his toolbars and things like that. But Kane has already said he's not updating uh, Darkness Falls for like probably a couple months after stable releases. So Ezio might decide to do that as well. I don't know. But if it doesn't work, there is a couple of weapons, a couple of mods I would like to use if Ezio's is not going to work. It's by Diminutive. They're weapons expanded, consumables expanded, and books expanded. Uh, those would be the ones I would use instead. The weapons expanded basically just, adds weapons and things. Consumable band expanded is like cooking things. And books expanded adds like super books to the game, super magazines to the game, which will give you like double points and stuff like that. There's or quadruple points. I don't know if they give you 4 points or 2 points per book read. They're really rare though, apparently, according to the mod author. Um uh this one is very, very, I don't know if I'll use it or not. So the mod, I don't know if I'll be using the mod for the random world generation, or if I'm downloading a mod map. I've already downloaded a mod map. It's New York Undead 1. It's the 1.0 version of New York Undead by Dur Killer Gaming on the 7 Days to Die mod page. I don't know if I'll be using that map or not. I'm really, really leaning towards it because I don't care for the new random world generation. Since my little minis 10-day miniseries, I have tried out another run of 7 Days to Die, just going as far as I can, getting up to tier 5 quest, going to the wasteland. It's a lot. And I did the thing that's probably going to be, I don't know if it would be meta or not to do this. It just feels like it's something that you have to do, and that is moving your base from biome to biome. It took me a day and a half in-game time to move. I think that's a little bit much. And you know what the longest part was? Smelting stuff out of the furnaces and stuff. I could pick up the workbench, I could pick up the cement mixer, I could pick up my chemistry table, but the forges, I have to empty them out first to pick them up because I don't want to lose all the stuff in them, and you couldn't even pick them up anyway. It don't let you. And it took me a day and a half to smelt 10,000 iron out of a forge, It took an hour in-game, over an hour in-game time to do that. The only way I found to do it faster is, instead of smelting the iron back out, is just converting it all either forged steel or forged iron. That's the only way I could see doing it in any length of time. And even still then, it took like 30 to 40 minutes to smelt all that iron down into steel and forged iron. So, yeah. If I would ever do something like that, I'm going to definitely be finding a mod, and there is one already. I've found it and I've tagged it just in case I want to use it. Is no smelting I think it's called no smelting required, and it basically just makes it where you don't have to smelt stuff in it. It's like in Darkness Falls and stuff like that. You don't smelt your iron into the forge. You just craft it out of your inventory, and it goes from there. Kind of like also like Undead Legacy as well, where you don't smelt things into your forges. So I would probably, if we were going to do that, I would probably use that mod. It was just terrible. It was a bad experience doing it like that. It was either leave all that stuff behind, or try and take it with me. I tried and take it with me. It took me a day and a half to take it with me. So, yeah. Um, One mod that I don't know if I'll use or not, but I do want to be upfront with it, it's called Traders and Vending Machine Restock every day with cheaper prices. Now, that's not just cheaper prices of stuff from the traders. It also changes the prices of stuff you sell to the traders. So, basically, what I found when I use this is that the it's like the money is like Alpha 21 again. You just make money hand over fist in Alpha 21. I don't know if I want to use that or not. It's either or, really on that. Because you get so much money with this mod from if you find a stack of basically a stack of old cash, you have like half of stack of dukes, and dukes with my stack mod stack up to 30k. I don't know what the vanilla stack is, but uh with um with the stack mod I use, they stack up to 30k, and I get like half a stack by selling pretty much half a stack to a full stack of old cash. And so if I just went and wanted to, I could go do a run on a bank which just got like 4 ATMs on it, and I would have 8k dukes by just doing those 4 ATMs and not doing anything else. Um, but you also have to take into account this other thing as well. In vanilla, the most expensive thing, the most expensive thing you can sell that's the easiest to get is a stack of rock. Take a stack of rock to any vendor, sell it all. You have like, I don't know, 5, 6k, maybe 7k dukes. So it's not like it's a big thing, really, I feel. Because you could just get like 5, 6k dukes by just selling a stack of rocks. And that's a vanilla stack of rocks as well, which I think stacks to like 5k or something like that. So yeah, you get like 5 to 6k. I think that's 5 to 6k with full better bartering though. So a little bit less if you don't have any better bartering, but still. Okay. I'm just going to end this here because I could continue on forever. Yeah. So I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is, and y'all's part of it.